So today's topic is what we are going to discuss is secure and healthy browsing over the web using virtual private network. So before we dive into the topic, the heading of the title itself says that secure and healthy browsing. Secure, all of us know what is secure browsing, right? The like if we count the security aspect of browsing the internet, if we say, then there are some measures that we take that our password should not be easy to recall, or you can say should not be easily crackable, stuff like that we already know, and we hear it in the media as well, in various articles, and like in almost all the, you can say, advertisements related to security over internet, how you can protect yourself from banking frauds. You all must have heard of the common measures like protecting password and all that. But what is healthy browsing, that is also what we'll see. Okay. And how we can use virtual private network to basically browse the web in a way that our security is not compromised, and we are browsing the internet in a healthy fashion. Okay, so let's start our topic. So before we start, I would like to ask you a question. When did you use the internet last time? Like other than the meeting that you're attending right now, other than that, when did you use the internet last time? You can put your answers in the chat also. All of us use internet. There's, I don't think, hardly a minute goes by when we are not online, at least on WhatsApp, right? Few minutes ago, right? Good. Okay. Thank you, Nisha ma'am. I got one answer few minutes ago. I would say, okay, for us it's few minutes ago. For some of us it would be few seconds ago. So if we imagine our life without internet, it's not possible at all. Being connected with others, be it an official workspace, or be it the personal communication with friends, acquaintances, or family. We use some applications. All of know those applications. Okay, can you tell me some applications that you use purely for work and not for personal purposes? Purely for work, that you open that app or you open that website only to perform your official work, not for some personal work, or personal, not in your personal leisure time. Any app, Gmail, okay, okay, Google Classroom, exactly, yes, I got an answer. Thank you, Dr. Bhuvaneshwari. Okay, so yes, we have some apps that we strictly use when we are doing some work, and there are some apps that we cannot use, or let's say we should not use while we are working. Okay, for example, I'll just give you an example. Let's say in free time I am browsing over social media, right? Okay, if I spend a lot of time on social media at my workplace, let's say for example, it would affect my work quality, and it would degrade the performance, right? So internet that we use, if you see over your usage during a month or even during a day, if you see the apps you use, the websites you go to, they are different depending on the time also. Like your mobile phone now has an app that tells you how much of this app have you used during the day. For example, if you'll see on top, you'll have Gmail, then you'll have YouTube, like that. You'll have the apps in the descending order of their usage, right? Now some of these apps may be using internet, some of them may not be using the internet, right? And you also have the screen on time feature as well, right? But we'll not go into that. We'll just restrict ourselves to web apps or websites. For example, Gmail, YouTube, all these apps, they use the internet, right? Okay, So I don't think any minute goes by when we are not using any app to do any work or enjoying the leisure time. So I guess the answer for this question for all of you would be few minutes ago or few seconds ago. Right? Okay. Now the next question is, what did you use internet for? Now when is okay when we can say every time we use internet, but what did you use internet for? Right? It could be social networking, it could be email, it could be sending assignments to students over Google Classroom, right? Or it could be accessing your LMS on Moodle, something like that. Or it could be going through research papers on Google Scholar, or it could also be watching YouTube for some, let's say, new method of something, right? New method to do something like all of us, right, use internet for different purpose. A teacher would use an internet quite differently compared to how a student would use internet. I think all of us agree to this, but there will be some apps that are common, right? For example, a teacher and a student, they would be using YouTube, but what you're using in YouTube on YouTube is different. A teacher and a student, right, they are using some other websites also, right? So but for different purposes, right? Okay. Now if I ask you, okay, just a basic question, why do you use social network? Just the basic question. You can answer with all honesty. Why do you use social network? Any website, like social networking includes this Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, these websites. Why? You can give honest answers. You can speak, or you can also type your answers in the chat. Why do we use, or why do you use social networking website? To stay connected. Okay. Okay, Ria ma'am. To stay connected. Okay. Social media for entertainment and some websites for official work. Okay, Nisha ma'am. Social media for entertainment and some websites for official work is the another answer I got. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Great. Thanks for the honest answers. Um, okay. If we say that the before, let's say for example, social media and all that wave of Facebook and Twitter, um, was there no way to stay connected before social networking? Was there no way to stay connected without social networking websites? I guess there was a way, right? But it was like you'll have to do it via the telephone, right? uh, Telephone was there, then you'll have to, like for example, if you'll have to speak to a person living abroad, you'll have to make an ISD call and all that stuff was there, right? But the thing was that it was not hassle free. There was not no WhatsApp at that time. Now the international call, national call, whatever it is just available on one touch, right? But there are some, uh, you can say, gaps also. There are some threats also. Like with every pro there is a con, so we'll discuss that also. So I can see that all of you use the internet for social networking, email, media consumption, right? Almost whatever information that we need, first thing what we do is go to google.com, search whatever the answer we want for, and then look at it. Other than that, now we also have the AI, artificial intelligence, playing a major role in information retrieval and knowledge discovery at the same time. Like for example, if you ask chat gpt, all of you have heard of chat gpt, the most famous AI website that we know of. Yeah. Okay. So in ChatGPT, what do? You put a question, you get an answer, right? Okay. You ask the ChatGPT to write an application to give me a format to write an application to XYZ with this content. So it will write you a neat letter, right? But the thing is that ChatGPT also has some limitations and everything. Okay, so I would conclude this question by using use of internet is that we use internet for almost every purpose. At least what I do it, right? How I do it, be it researching, be it making new material, be it studying something. I guess my first source would be internet only. But remember that not everything on internet is true as well. Okay, so we should always verify the information available on internet also. Okay, going forward, now all of us are on social media. Is there anyone here who's not available on any of the social networking apps, on any of the social networking platform? Anyone who is not available on any of the social networking website? Oh, I don't think there would be anyone here. Okay, yes, because to stay connected, we need to basically be on any of the social networking website, mostly on the ones that have the most impact. For example, Twitter, Facebook, right? Twitter, which is now called X.com, but previously it was called Twitter. Okay, so if we say roughly how many friends do you have on your social media? Do you remember roughly like 100, 200, or less than that on your Facebook, or how many followers you have on Twitter? Can you recall? Roughly, just roughly, if you have any idea. Somewhere between 100, 200, right? It could be, right? This number is common, but the thing, yeah, 100 to 200. So, the thing is, we basically accept the friend request, right? But the thing is, do we know all of them? That's the main question. Even if we have met the person once, or let's say even if that person, let's say, is your mutual friend, right? For example, on Facebook we have this feature of showing how many mutual friends are there between you and that particular person. So let's say that person has a profile picture that may look similar to you, but we don't exactly remember or recall who that person is. Okay, so there are some people who we know and some we do not, right? Or some of them must be like we have seen them once and okay, they have sent us the friend request and we accept it. Okay, so they may not be our friends, or they may not be in one of our contacts. Okay, now how does your presence look like when you are in on the social media? Okay, it is just like how you're walking in the crowd and there's a sign on your back and you're telling about everyone about what you're thinking and your details, right? You may not know what they know about you. Okay, the classic example of this I will give you is, if you see the WhatsApp, how it has evolved over the years. Initially WhatsApp just had one feature, that was messaging, just that one feature of messaging, right? Then came WhatsApp calls. Now we have lot of stuff on WhatsApp. If you open your WhatsApp today, you'll see status, you'll see calls, you'll see communities, groups, chats, and whatnot. So WhatsApp has grown into this full social networking type application. Okay, and if you are just like how this statement says that if you are putting a status, you are telling everyone how you are feeling today, what's your personal information, and basically you are telling everyone about you. If I summarize in one sentence, you may not know what they know about you. For example, let's say you put a status today, okay, I went on a trip, I'm going on a trip to this country. 5 years later, you may not remember, but some person in your WhatsApp may have taken the screenshot of your status. Okay, be it for wanted or unwanted purpose, I'm not talking about that, but I'm just talking about how anyone can access any info about you. All of you agree to this? If I'm sharing something on social media, I am broadcasting it to all my contact list, right? Okay, which, what do you think is correct or not so correct way to interact on social media? What do you think? I want to know your point of view. Like if I'm putting a status, WhatsApp status daily, I'm not saying it's a bad habit or it's a bad practice. I'm just telling you what it is, right? Without looking at its merits or demerits, what it is actually, right? It is actually like you're walking in a crowd with the sign on your back telling everyone what you are thinking and your details. Okay, so be always mindful about what you are uploading on social media. Okay, now comes the next question, the really important question. Do you really want it? Do you really want everyone to know about you? Right? So, so there is this human tendency, we all love praise, right? So, whatever small or big our accomplishments are, the first thing we do is we put it on the social media nowadays, right? We put it on the status, we put it on a Facebook profile, we put it on the Instagram as a story or a post, right? We put it on X, right? So okay, that is fine, but is it really necessary that you put each and everything on social media? Okay, I don't think we should. Only the most important things about you or most important details about you is what you should put on the social media, that you want everyone to see. And if anyone even captures that information, poses no harm to you. Okay, so you, before uploading anything, be mindful about it. Okay, now if we say that okay, these giant companies, or like for example Apple, Microsoft, they also have a Twitter account. Yes, I agree, but they never ever put their confidential information on the social media. They will just market their products on social media, nothing else. So we as an individual cannot relate with those big entities. Okay, so always ask this question: do you want to upload? Do you need to upload? Okay, I'm not saying don't upload anything at all, but be mindful about it. How much of it should be uploaded and how much should be hidden from the public? Okay, next is social networking sites are owned by private companies. All of us know that, right? Facebook and WhatsApp, coming to Instagram, all of these are parent product of all of these are owned by Meta. Meta is Mark Zuckerberg, right? Then you have Microsoft, Bill Gates. All these individuals, right? They are basically operating private companies. So all your social networking websites are owned by private companies, and they ask you before you create the account that okay, you accept the terms and conditions, and you click on the checkbox without even reading what the terms and conditions are. So in that they may sneak in a point saying that they can or they may use your data for advertising. So they can sell your data to third party advertisers. Remember that. Okay, they can sell your data to third party advertisers. It's not like, you must have seen, you're talking to someone on the phone about a newly launched headphone, and suddenly after 5 minutes you open your Facebook account and you see a headphone ad, right? It's not magic. Okay, so Facebook is trying to collect your data or is collecting your data, so be mindful about it. Okay, next is, okay, entering social network. So this is a screenshot of Instagram, you can say community guidelines. Okay, so you are always governed by the rules of the website. Now if you see here on the Instagram community guidelines tab, it says that we use data from Instagram and other Meta company products as well as from third party product partners to show you ads, offers, and other sponsored content that we believe will be meaningful to you. Now, Instagram believes that an ad of a certain brand of headphones may be meaningful to you. So, marketing is such a concept. Like, even if you don't need a headphone, a pair of headphones, even if your current pair of headphone is working fine, okay. So, Instagram will pump the ads of that particular brand like 10 times a day, every time you open the Instagram app, right? That you will be compelled to buy that headphone. Okay, you will be compelled to buy that headphone. Okay, so if you see how our service is funded, if you read this, it says that instead of paying to use Instagram, you acknowledge, so we as a user acknowledge that they, Instagram, can show us the ads that businesses and organizations pay Instagram to promote. Okay, so as I was already telling you, these social networking websites are owned by private players, so they are working on the profit model, so they will show the ads. Okay, okay. Now the question comes, okay, I have my Facebook profile settings in which only my friends can view my profile, no unknown person can view my profile. Yeah, we know that. Yes, we all of us know that you have your profile locked, right? These settings, they protect you from other members, right? But not from the owner, right? For example, think about, you have account on Facebook, right? Engineers are working on Facebook. Okay, engineers are working on Facebook. You have your profile hidden from unknown people. Okay, but the engineers who are working on Facebook, the computer engineers who are working on Facebook, they have your data, they have all your photos. Even the owner of the Facebook has access to god knows how many data of how many million billion profiles, right? So almost all of us have the profile on Facebook, even if not on Facebook, on Instagram, even not on Facebook Instagram, then on WhatsApp definitely, right? So even if you have privacy settings turned on, the owner or the employees of the company have your data, right? Now let's see a classic example of how this security breach happened during COVID time. So fake Instagram accounts, right? They were being opened using Jumbo COVID Center's name. Now, okay, this was one of the, you can say, prime example when the group of people created fake Instagram pages of different COVID care centers where there were no COVID centers. They just collected money online, but they were never there. Okay. And one more example, I'll just show you this article. Okay. So earlier there was a trend of putting your boarding pass or your flight ticket on Instagram to basically show off that okay, I'm going to particular country. Okay. But what happened is that when you put your information on social media, right? Not most of the people blur it, they just put it as it is. Okay, so according to privacy experts, we should not put a picture of our boarding pass on social media. Okay, why? A simple logic would be, like, if I know where you are going, right, what is your flight detail, I can board the same flight, right? Or let's say somebody, because on Instagram uh, the privacy is not that strict compared to Facebook. Okay, and we don't know whom we have added as a friend on Instagram or Facebook, right? He or she would have taken the screenshot, hijack, must, can, not must I would say, but can hijack the flight, the same flight, or can do any unwanted thing on the flight, right? If he gets to know. Okay, so this is why we should refrain from putting anything sensitive on social media. Okay, so these are two examples. Okay, so these also come under unhealthy browsing. This is an example of unhealthy internet browsing. When we are not browsing the internet, keeping precautions in the mind. Okay, okay. Now next is shopping online. Okay. Now before we move into this, can anyone tell me what sites do you use for online shopping? I'm expecting two answers only, but I am expecting the answers. So you can put it in the chat. What sites do you use for online shopping? Amazon. Yes, I was expecting this. Flipkart. Yes. Any other website? Like right now, there are a lot of small DMart. Okay, I never knew DMart had an online option also. Okay, very good. Some Instagram stores. Right, right, right. Coming to Instagram stores. Okay. Yes. Big basket. Yes, big basket. Good. Okay. Thank you for the answers. Yes. So we use Amazon and Flipkart is mostly used because they are available in remotest part of the country. Right? Yes. Okay. But there are these grocery delivering apps, food delivering apps, right? Like Swiggy, Zomato, and all that other apps, right? Uh, okay, those apps are good, right? But there are some small stores on Instagram. Okay, they may put a picture that may look appealing to you, right? For example, a handbag is posted on an ad of handbag comes on Instagram while you're scrolling it. Okay, then you see, oh, it's so good. Then you see there's a shop now button just below it. You click on shop now, you buy, you do everything, and done, right? Okay, you enter your card details, you do the payment of 1,500, let's say. But then you are sitting at your home waiting for 10 days, your order has not come. So you become a victim of the classic online fraud. Okay, why? Because when you clicked on the shop now button, right, you did not check the website that you were being redirected to. Like, because on Instagram you cannot shop, you can just put the link, the buy now button is there, then it will take you to the website. That website is where you are being tricked into, okay, sending your money to. Okay, now you have to understand your risks when you're doing online shopping. Okay, okay, so let's read this. Here we have a story. Now there's this person, Simon Lane. He fell victim to the fraud last year. Okay, so what he did was he was making payment via PayPal, just like how we have Paytm or Cred or PhonePe or numerous apps over here. PayPal is used internationally. Okay, so he used PayPal to pay, but when he paid, he was not aware of the PayPal interface, basically the app. So when he paid, he thought that he was using PayPal, but actually it was a duplicate PayPal, and the money that he transferred was transferred to someone else and not to whom he intended to send it to, right? Okay, so how do I shop safely online? First and foremost thing is, make sure you carefully enter your details on the payment page. Second thing, check if it is coming from the same site you're shopping on. Like for example, I told you about that Instagram. Instagram never ever. I mean, only there will be you can say some sellers where they'll directly contact you, but most of them you'll see they'll redirect you to a website, and on that website you enter your details. Okay, and after you enter your details, then if you don't check the website, then you're not sure. Even let's say you can't even raise a concern that I went to this website and I shopped. and I did not get any product. Now you may ask why. Because after 10 days that website will not be there. For example, let's say on WhatsApp we get some messages, okay, click on this link, you will get 1000 gift voucher from Flipkart. This is what I have mostly seen. These such messages are also forwarded to me as well. Okay, if you click on it, it will look exactly like flipkart.com. Exactly. But remember that website is just there for 10 days, or even if it is there, right? There will be some minor mistake on the website that will help you catch that this website is fraud. So, whenever you get any link for shopping online, always verify, always check. Okay. And the third thing is, don't save your credit card details. It is better to always enter the details new every time, right? For example, you may say that, okay, why do I have to put my card details every time? Why don't I save it? No, never save it. Never save your financial details on the internet. Okay. Now, this is a website, flipkart.com. Okay. If you see here, it is written HTTPS, then www.flipkart.com. And you see there's this lock sign also before the address of the website. Now, this shows us that this website is secure because S in the HTTPS stands for secure, and the lock button double verifies that it follows all the security protocols that are there on the internet, which are used for this website. Okay, so make sure you are using a genuine Flipkart website or genuine Amazon website, and don't click on those WhatsApp forward links for the shopping voucher that you get. They are fake. Okay. Why would anyone give 1000 rupees voucher without like without any spending or without any promotion of the business, right? So a secure website looks and basically has all these features, HTTPS and the lock symbol. Okay. So the other thing that we should always look in a shopping website, online shopping website, is that it should have a physical address and it should have a phone number. Doesn't matter, it operates fully online, right? But Amazon has its office, Flipkart has its office, right? Okay. Swiggy has its office. Okay. Then you check if the website is Indian or is it overseas, and the products that you're buying, are they legal or not. The other thing that you have to also check is, you have to check whether the product is refundable, replaceable. Okay. And always keep your invoices with you for all the products, okay, that you purchase online. Okay. Coming to I coming next, I have now the basically we are going to VPN part now. Now, if I ask you that how do you connect your phone to the internet to access social networking or online shopping or whatever, you'll say I use mobile data when I'm traveling. I use Wi-Fi when I am at home or in the office. Yes, true. All of us we use that only. Okay. Now, if you see, when you let's say call the internet operator person, right, at your home, they configure Wi-Fi, right? And most of the time they will just say that, okay sir, okay ma'am, I have set the password as 1234567 8. You'll say okay, fine, thank you, and then they leave. And let's say you forgot to change your password. Now 1234567 8 is the first password that everyone will put when connecting to an unknown Wi-Fi. And let's say an unwanted person connects to your Wi-Fi. Now then he has access to all the data coming from your computer or your phone. Okay. So these are some healthy practices. to basically make sure that your internet connection is safe. Use a strong password first of all. Don't use 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 or A B C D E F G H I J, or don't even use your name. Okay, that's not a strong password. Use a firewall. Firewall is something that basically helps you uh, not accessing the unwanted websites. Then the next is do not use the default username password. Same thing. Don't keep your Wi-Fi name as XYZ's home and password as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. No, anyone can easily guess it. Keep on changing your password at regular intervals. For example, I would tell you that now if any one of you is using SBI online banking, after 1 month or 2 months, they will compulsorily ask you to change the password, which is a good practice on their part and on users part also, that they are asking compulsorily to change your password. Without changing your password every 2 months or every 1 month, you won't be able to access SBI internet banking. Okay, so keep changing your password at regular intervals. Next is do not use the setting to auto connect. Make sure your Wi-Fi is not connected automatically by anyone who is trying to access it. And the last point, the really important, do not connect to open networks without protection. Like you may have seen airports, bus stands, railway stations having free Wi-Fi nowadays. Don't access them directly. Okay, we'll use VPN to connect to them so that the data that is coming to us is not, or data that is coming to us or data that is coming out from our device is not visible to everyone on the network. Okay, now next is wi-fi. Okay, now Wi-Fi is everywhere. It is at your home, at your office. Okay, it is at the bus stand, railway station, coffee shop. Okay, so the type of Wi-Fi they are having is a public connection, right? There's a public Wi-Fi connection which you can connect without the password. Okay, without the password. And without password, if you are putting your device on that network, there are many other devices on the same network. So if you are connecting, are you even safe? I don't think so, because the data coming in, coming out from your device is transparently available to everyone on that network. Okay, so which makes your device, you can say, attack prone by cyber criminals. Okay, now I'll tell you an example. Let's say you're at a bus stand and there's a Wi-Fi named bus stand, and there's another Wi-Fi named bus stand 1. And if your auto connect Wi-Fi is turned on, let's say you are connected to bus stand 1, which is not the genuine Wi-Fi name for that bus stand. So bus stand 1 may be the Wi-Fi hotspot enabled by a fake person, or it could be a hacker as well. Okay, so now when you connect to that network, which is bus stand 1, which is not genuine network, your sensitive information is now being transmitted to that person, right? Okay, so to basically tackle this, we use a VPN. Okay, what's a VPN? Let's understand by an example. Let's say you want to send a package to a friend, but you don't want the mail person who is taking the package for you, you don't want him to know that you were the one that sent it. So you don't want your name, okay, to be told. So instead, what you do is you send it to a company. That company specializes in receiving packages from people and send them to their correct destination, so that the mailman only knows that you send it to that company, and that company sends a package to your friend without knowing that the package content is the same. So what basically you are doing is you are hiding your identity, and nobody in the network will be able to know what is inside the package. Okay, so if you continuously send, your friend continuously receives, and the company continuously sends and receives packages, then it is really hard to know that you send it to your friend until and unless someone does an investigation on it. On whom? On your friend or on the package. Okay, so VPN in one line I can say is the mediator that sends the message or receives the message on the internet without revealing your identity. It hides you basically. Okay, now what is a virtual private network if we define technically? Okay, it extends a private network across a public network. Okay, I'll just give you an example. Let's not go into technicalities. So we'll say that uh, let's say you're on a bus stand Wi-Fi. If you connect to bus stand Wi-Fi directly, your device is known, your device is identifiable on that network. But if you connect to the bus stand Wi-Fi using the VPN, then what is happening is there is a private network that does not disclose your identity, and you are able to connect to the bus stand Wi-Fi without revealing your identity. So that is the good way to access the public Wi-Fi. Okay. Now you may be asking, okay, I have the incognito mode or I have the private mode in Microsoft Edge or in Firefox. Why do I need VPN? Okay. So private browsing enables user to browse the web without saving their history or temporary data like cookies. Okay. So this Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Firefox, they may be having private browsing. Okay, but it will prevent data from being stored on your device or your computer. Like for example, you access the website in the private mode, then you exit out of the browser, and that history will not be on the browser. Okay, on your browser meaning Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or whatever browser you are using. Okay, but it doesn't mean that your information is not on the internet. On the internet, it doesn't matter if you are accessing the internet in the private mode or in the non-private mode. Okay, so the private mode will not protect your identity or your data on the internet. Okay, it is just used for the device data capturing. That device does not capture your data. Okay, now comes the main question. Okay, everything is correct about theory, but how can we use VPN? So VPN are the application. These can be installed as applications on, be it on your phone, be it on your computer. Okay. So there are free VPNs, there are paid VPNs. But if you are accessing the internet and if you are seriously concerned about your privacy, then paid ones are recommended. Okay. Why free VPNs are good but not sufficient? Because they compromise user security. Free VPN tools also track your online activity. Okay. They also decrease the internet speed because some of the data is being used by the free VPN application also. Okay. And the most this unwanted feature of ads. Free VPN serves you with different ads. Okay. So there are multiple free VPNs that we have. The most popular is Turbo VPN. I'll show you its homepage. Okay, you see, this is Turbo VPN. It's the most popular one, available on variety of devices. Available on your Microsoft Windows computer, available for Apple iPhone, iPad, Mac OS on Mac computers, available on Android, can be installed as an extension on, okay, then gaming consoles also, like PlayStation and Xbox. Okay, so this is how you can use Turbo VPN. But the thing is, it has ads. Okay, it has ads, and the speed is less because it is free. They have the paid plan as well, but the default plan is free. Okay, so Turbo VPN is one of that. Then we have Proton VPN, which is also quite popular, but not as popular as this one, Turbo VPN. Okay, The Proton VPN also you can use. Look something like this. Okay. Then you have Tunnel Bear. Tunnel Bear is quite popular abroad. So you can use Tunnel Bear as well. Okay. So these are the VPNs, free VPNs that you can use to get a bare minimum internet security. Okay. Then you have paid VPNs. So the first name that comes to mind when we are discussing about paid VPN is NordVPN. Okay. Then you have Surfshark. Then you have IPVanish, IVC, and there are many more. Okay. You can choose whichever works fine in your country, your region. Okay. So this was all about VPN. Okay. Now let me show you how we can install VPN in the browser. Okay. I hope my screen is visible. So if I search on free Chrome extension, if I go here, it depends on what browser you are using. If you are using Chrome, you will search Chrome extensions. If you are using Microsoft Edge, you can search Edge extensions. If you are using Firefox, you can use Firefox extensions. Okay, just like that. So let me type here VPN. Now you can see a lot of them are there. Okay, I will try one of them, Touch VPN. Okay, let me just click on Get and add extension. So it's starting. Let me install one more VPN and we'll check them out differently. Uh, let's try this one. So these VPNs can be installed as an extension. Okay, we can install how many we want. Okay, so we have Hola VPN as well. Okay, you see here. Let's try this one also. Okay. I'll share my entire screen. I'll show you how it looks like when we try to access the VPN. Okay. If you see here, I have this small icon of Hola VPN over here. If you see, now if I click on it, I can choose which location I want my identity to be revealed as from. Should I be revealed as from USA? Should I be revealed as from some other country? Let's see. Let's try Canada. Okay. It says it's not available in your country. Okay. Then by default choose United States. Okay. Okay. It's not working. Let's try another VPN. Let's try this one. Okay. France. I have this VPN, free VPN. If I click on Lithuania, it's trying to connect. So now my identity will be revealed that I am accessing the internet from Lithuania. Okay. So if I try to access google.com, you can see here it shows the location as Lithuania, right? So it also says Google is offered in this language. Now this must be the language of Lithuania. So you can see how VPN is able to not reveal my identity. Now if you want to disconnect, you can just disconnect. So Hola is not working right now, so we'll remove it. You can use this extension. Okay, let's try the other one. uh, okay, touch VPN we can try. Okay, switch location to, let's keep it to the best choice possible. Okay, so now it has connected us to a random country we don't know of. Okay, now this is another VPN. Okay, Google. Okay, here we don't know what country we are accessing from. Okay, but we are sure that it is connected here because you can see the stop button is there, means the VPN is started. So this is touch VPN. You can stop it and the VPN will now be stopped. So there are multiple VPNs. There is this one-click VPN that worked for us when we checked the uh, Lithuania one, and then there was this other one which is touch VPN. So one is one-click VPN, other is touch VPN. Okay, you can install them, and if you are sharing any sensitive information, make sure you're doing it with VPN. Okay, this was about how you can use VPN and what is healthy browsing. If you have any question, any suggestions, feel free to ask.